is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from. Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. In the outfield, Michael Brantley. This guy broke the Indians' franchise record for consecutive games without an error in 2013. Has great range and is very sure-handed out there. Always going to make the play.
Next for the Tigers, Jim Adduci, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Davis is there, and that's the second out of the inning. At the plate, Derek Norris, runner in scoring position with Sugan.
Derek Norris.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. A wave and a miss. Slider whiffed on for strike three. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. One left for Detroit. Still down 3-0. Stepping into the box, Francisco Mejia. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the center fielder, Rajay Davis. First delivery to him on the way. Line toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
23, Michael Brantley.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Brantley, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Solo shot to right center. Number 11 for him on the season. As the Indians continue to pull away, it's now 4-0.
Well, this game is definitely out of the norm from this guy. I mean, his ERA is in the 2s, and they're just hammering him all over the yard. That earned run average will be on the rise after this one.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. As he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Edwin Encarnacion.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Here comes the first pitch. He's running. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Aducci looking up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a two-run shot to right center. His second home run of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game. If this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
So here's Francisco Lindor now.
Flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And we'll call up our Indians leaderboard to show you that his total ranks him 3rd best on the squad. In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First offering on its way. Runners on the move for second. This is in the air out to right field. Castellanos on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We played 2 full. It's the Indians 6 and the Tigers nothing. Stepping in, Alexi Amarista. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Now here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Now here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
The 1-2. Is a fastball taken high for a ball. Grounder down the line at third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these 2 teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Bases are empty, one man out. To short. Lindor fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Striding in once again, Jeimer Candelario. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch coming, here it is. High in the air and deep down the line in left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. Who started out against Michael Fulmer to begin the inning.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Line drive to center field. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Aducci patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Ready for another chance? Francisco Mejia. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. The underhanded flip to Iglesias for 1. On to Cabrera at first. It's a twin killing, and the side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in as we begin the top of the 4th.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, That's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Nick Castellanos now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Fouled away. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Here's Rajay Davis now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Rajay Davis.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fly ball out toward left center field. Mata is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Tigers organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Here's Michael Brantley. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Ramirez. He singled his last time up.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Number 10, Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First delivery to him on the way. Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Line toward the alley in left center. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on him. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll? You lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this third guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out. You have
pitches.
Oh, but the feed to third is offline. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play. And that'll compound matters even further.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Kirby St. John answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Jason Kipnis will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat. Lined into right, a base hit. And the run is in to score from second, make it 9-0. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you can see there, he currently sits third in the AL in that category. Digging in to try it again, Tyler Naquin trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Here comes the first pitch. Kipnis runs. This is pulled into right. Castellanos will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Victor Martinez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
The 1-1 home. It's taken for strike two. The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Now another 1-2. Grounded to the right. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. Coming to the plate now, Jim Adduci comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. 0-1 the count. And it's quickly 0-2. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is strike two swinging.
1-2.
Hey, this guy is one strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're down 9-0. Digging in once again, Lonnie Chisenhall, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall.
First delivery to him on the way. Amarista at second. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Final line there for the Detroit starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for. Now at the plate, Francisco Mejia. He was a double play victim last time around. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
Mejia takes the turn at third. He wants it all. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Well, you can't fault the center fielder's efforts there. He tried to track it down, but I don't think he had much of a chance to get there. His teammates will eventually help him out, but by that time, he's safely at third.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the center fielder, Rajai Davis. He's set, and the pitch. Hot shot to third. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
Stepping in now, Michael Brantley. One there. On to Cabrera at first. It's a twin killing, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. 5 innings complete. The Indians on top, 10-0. Digging in to try it again, Alexi Amarista. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And now a pitch on the way. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. Hit high and deep to left field. Brantley going back at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Into the box now, Miguel Cabrera. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Now the 1-0 is taken high above the zone.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with 1 swing.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. And Chisenhall will make the catch, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Digging in and looking for more, Jose Ramirez. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line to the right side. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. First delivery to him on the way. Now Edwin with a swing and a deep drive to left. Matuk's on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. High in the air out to center field. Aducci is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. First pitch on its way. There goes the runner. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Now the 0-1. He's running again. Sent on the ground out to second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. On to the third baseman, but it's off the mark. And he will score now from first. Mistake there getting the ball in is going to wind up costing him. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. As a look, now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by Amarista. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Indians forced to settle for 1. 7th inning coming up. The Tribe lead this one 11-0. Back here in Cleveland, this one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Nick Castellanos now. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Fans, remember that it's Friday night here at the ballpark. That means stick around after the game for another Fireworks Friday presented by MLB The Show. Presentation will begin approximately 15 minutes after the final out. So be sure to stay in your seats following the game.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
And that'll bring up Mikey Mata, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
A wave and a miss.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the seventh, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail in this one 11-0. Striding in once again, Lonnie Chisenhall will try and get something started in the home half of the seventh. First pitch of the at-bat. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Castellanos going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Francisco Mejia is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Rajay Davis.
So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Rajay Davis, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground to short, right to Iglesias. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe, but they lead it 11-0. Ready for another shot now. Jim Aducey. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did, right, message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Next for the Tigers, Derek Norris. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. One out, nobody on. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
In now, Alexi Amarista. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Gets him looking up around the letters. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Here's Michael Brantley. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. into center field, line drive, base hit. So with a man aboard now, the RBI men will have an opportunity with nobody out in the inning.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez, as he rips it on the ground to second. To Iglesias for one. On to Cabrera, but it's too late, and they'll just get the one.
First baseman, number 10,
Edwin Encarnacion now. Already a pair of long balls on his line in this one, so we'll see what else he has in store here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground to third. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Man, talk about having a good game. Like most guys, this would be a good week. Fourth hit of the game, and two of those D-Rose round trippers.
Yeah, he's going to have a smile on his face for a while here, Dan. These are special nights. You have to enjoy these. These don't come around often, and he is taking full advantage of it.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. And Marista's got it. The second for one. On to Cabrera at first. It's a twin killing, and the side is retired. Just a 4-pitch inning there as the Indians go down quietly. But they lead it 11-0. It's been a nice night for baseball here in Cleveland as we welcome you back to the 9th inning in this one. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field.
Lindor into shallow left, and that's the first out of the inning.
third baseman,
The next batter, Jamer Candelario. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Indians have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
11-0 the final shutout total in this one. The Cleveland Indians get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Mike Clevenger records his 14th winning decision of the season, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. Michael Fulmer is slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.